guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Shuhaida. I hope you are doing great today. Terima kasih udah mampir ke channel aku. So before we start, please do subscribe my channel first and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Thank you. So today's topic is about pedagogic discourse and curriculum macrogenres. So first things first is we're gonna go through macrogeneric structure. So in this structure we have three, which are curriculum initiation, curriculum negotiation, and curriculum closure. Curriculum initiation in this case has succeeded in that it has established clear goals for the students with respect to both the regulative and the instructional register. It consists of three elements, which are task orientation, task specification, and task disconstruction. Task disconstruction, it is when a student does not know about a subject and asks to a classmate or the teacher about it. That classmate can give a good or bad opinion. Next is curriculum negotiation. It consists of task negotiation where the teacher takes a more actively shared role with the students in their learning. Curriculum closure. It involves the competition by each individual in a discussion genre. It consists of three elements, which are individual task draft, individual task finish, and discussion. Next, we move on to macrogenres. So in this topic, it includes curriculum genre, curriculum macrogenre, curriculum initiation, negotiation, and closure. Curriculum genre involves the meanings that experiential, interpersonal, and textual, all reflecting the values of the three meta-functions involved. Curriculum macrogenre. The function is to establish goals for the teaching and learning. It provides a basic of principles of very long sequences of classroom text and changes with large tracts of classroom talk and activity. Curriculum initiation initiates activity, establishes goals, crucially predisposes the students to work and think in particular ways, defines the ultimate task, and it indicates the education principles that will apply. The curriculum orientation consists of three elements, which are task orientation, task specification, and task conference. Task orientation. It initiates in teacher talk, and the first few minutes of the talk is devoted to establishing seating arrangements preparatory to later work. The dialogue is between student-teacher, which is classic in IRE pattern. So here is the example. A teacher asked the students what other machine did he use in the movie that was a witch or an inclined plane, and Yvonne said chisel. Then the teacher replied her, chisel, right, writes on the board. Excellent. Now is there anything you can think of? Next is task specification. Returns to the nature of the task for the students alluded to in the opening, but this time introducing a much greater use of specificity. For example, sheets are distributed outlining the variety of problems that students can take up in making simple machines such as pulleys, a robot or windlass, or a lift. Next is task conference. It involves a lengthy passage of animated talk among the students, although involving exchanges with the teacher. For example, kids, we're doing the robot people. Then the teacher asked, who is this? Kate said, our group, points to herself and three other girls. Next, curriculum negotiation or elaboration. It involves pursuing the work necessary towards achievements of the task, and students and teacher actively work together. It involves reading of selected, researching in libraries, viewing films, interviewing people, and so on. It consists of a task collaboration. For example, next is curriculum closure. It involves a culminating activity, which are group recounts and group Group recounts, it involves the progression in groups of oral recounts of what was done in making the exercises, while group is first teacher direction to activity, and then teacher or student shared activity, and the last one is student independent activity. Conclusion: both macrogenres were undertaken over sustained periods of time, and both employed a genre-based pedagogy. Because of this, their goals for teaching and learning were articulated reasonably clearly from the start, and both provided advice regarding the fields of knowledge to be explored and the genres to be eventually written with the respect to those fields of knowledge. The explicit advice given students in each case regarding goals and target genres was a part of a curriculum activity which was both strongly classified and strongly framed. So each macrogenre used a technical language relevant to both the regulative and instructional fields. The macrogeneric structure, with its deliberately paced sequence of activities in each case, their ordering signal very clearly in teacher talk, brought about the successful learning that occurred. Okay, I think that's enough for today's video. If there are any mistakes, I'm sorry. And thank you so much for watching. See you again in the next video. Bye bye.